What is going on YouTube? Get this thing kind of straightened up a little bit. Sit over here like this. Turn you guys this way. Maybe, there we go. What's going on, Gerald? What's going on, TJ? What's going on, Balls of Paradise? We got some exciting news here. We're going to cover that up here very shortly. Wow, 7 people this early? Everybody is ready to see what's going on over here at DER Reptiles. What's going on out of the jungle? What's going on, Laura? Yes, everything is going great here. We got some big news going on right now. You guys will know about that very shortly. And things are good here. Thanks for asking. Good turnout on your clutch there, Iron Dog. And what's up, Kenneth? What's up, Iron Dog? How's everybody doing? We are doing great over here. And things are looking up. And we had another girl ovulate that I did not think was going. I only paired her up twice. She's been off of food basically since I got her. And I was like, I'm not going to pair you up anymore because you're not eating. Well, she ovulated, so we're going to get clutch number 8 eventually. So I'm very happy about that. So we're going to go over everybody that has ovulated. And we're prepping to do the egg cutting next Saturday because, yes, it's July 13th, next Saturday. And we're going to be cutting that cinnamon golly to the classic. And we're going to see if there's any gollies in that. And if there is, guess what? We're going to rename that morph. And I'm going to figure that up. But, yes, things are looking very up right now. Babies over here are doing great. Every one of them is eating. They are doing fantastic. I just got my fresh cup of tea. So, why wait? Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. And of course, yes, we have some things coming up, which I'm not going to say as of yet because I want to kind of surprise you guys. But I just want to throw a teaser out there. That way it keeps your mind going because an active mind is a good thing. So, yes, we have some things coming up in the next few weeks. I would say probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I would say. So, look forward to that. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. What's up, Jose? And let's see what's going on here at DER Reptiles. So, yes, in case you guys missed it, we got a clutch of eggs. If you guys didn't see my Instagram, then you didn't see what's going on. But I tried to do a video on it. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to. So I'm going to announce it right here today. We got a clutch of eggs this week. What girl am I talking about? I'm talking about none other than I got a proven male now that I hatched out. I'm very excited because I hatched out this male in 2017. I had to look at the date to make sure. Can't believe I've been doing this for 3 years now. So, I hatched out this male in 2017. He is now a proven breeder. He is still off of food. But hey, he's still looking good. And as you guys can tell, boom! I'm back on Pro Coco for most of my snakes. The big girls, this rack, and this rack is not on Pro Coco. I'm leaving them on paper. But all the smaller racks are on Pro Coco. The babies are not on Pro Coco. They are on paper towel. But anyway, this male right here is now a proven breeder. But you might be asking, yes, Donnie, your male pied is a breeder, a proven breeder, but what female laid eggs because you bred her, or you bred him to 3 to 4 different females? Well, I'm about ready to tell you. So, grab your seat. Okay, here we go. So this girl is a girl that was sold to me as a possible het pied, which means she does have markers. She has laid for me the past 2 years. This is the first year that I'm trying to prove her out. And yes, I'm going to try to prove her out with what's in the incubator. But I'm talking about none other than this classic possible het pied right here. Now, if you've been with me since the beginning, this girl I got from Always Evolving Pythons. And when I got her, I bred her to the spinner, and I thought I was going to get some pinstripes and some spiders, but instead I got a classic and a banana. Yes, that's where my banana came from. She locked up with the banana before I got her. So yes, that is why I have a banana. Last year, or the 2017, she laid 4 eggs. 2 were slugs, 2 were good. Last year, I bred her to a classic. She laid 5 good eggs. This year, I bred her to my male pied, and boom, she laid a pretty good sized clutch. Every single egg was perfect, so I cannot complain. So let's go ahead and take a look at those eggs. Take a look at those eggs right there. 7 eggs. Pearly whites. Everything looks good. Hoping to prove her out to be het pied. I'm very excited about that. Cannot wait. What does the Pro Coco run you for all your tubs, if I may ask? I use paper construction. Well, I'm trying to remember how much I paid for them. I don't remember, but for 21, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 33 tubs. I think I used 3 blocks. I'm wanting to say it was like $10 to $12 a block, so about $30. And I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I'm going to go ahead and change it out whenever the snake sheds. I will spot clean. I will replace it when I spot clean, but I'm going to only change it out whenever the snake shed. So that way, I'm not changing 33 tubs at the same time, which takes forever. But anyway, back to the news. Possible het pied girl laid 7 good pearly white eggs. August 28th, we will be cutting that clutch. I got the card made. Right here. That's the card I made. I'm going to laminate it. I'm going to put a Velcro sticker on the back, and I'm going to Velcro it to the top of the tub. So, that girl laid clutch. I have not attempted to feed her yet. Tomorrow's feed day. I want to give her a couple days to, prep herself, calm down, all that kind of stuff. She did not even hiss at me. So, if you remember last year, she was hissing at me from across the room. So, anyway, that's the good news about that clutch. I want to see what's going on here. Okay. What's going on, Gail? Alright, so, if you guys missed last week, we got an ovulation from this het pied girl. She did not lay last year, but the year before that, 2017, she did lay. That is Billy the Kid's mom. I bred him back to her, and she's going to give me a clutch this year. I didn't think she was going to give me a clutch either. So that's good news. She did ovulate. I'm waiting on a pre-lay shed for that. Now, here is some great news. I'm going to start off with Lillian. This big, super pastel female. Look at that huge girl. She did her pre-lay shed today. So, about 30 days from now, we're going to see a big clutch of eggs from her. I'm looking at probably 12. I'm hoping 12 or 13 eggs from her this year. Last year she laid 10 eggs, but she was a lot smaller. So, I'm looking at least 12 eggs this year, hopefully, crossing my fingers. And a couple days before that, this girl did her pre-lay shed. So yes, that means I'm getting my double het albino pied clutch so I can start my albino pied project. I'm thinking she's going to lay probably 4 to 5 eggs, being her first time and all, but she may surprise me, who knows. So that is an update on her. Now, there is one girl that I put a male to twice. She hasn't ate much since I've got her, and I was just going to wait till next year to breed her because I just didn't think she was going to be quite big enough, quite ready to lay eggs. Well, she surprised me because yesterday she went into shed, or not into shed, but into ovulation, and she's out of ovulation now. So now I'm waiting on a pre-lay shed, I believe to be an ovulation, but I'm waiting on a pre-lay shed. That is this Golly original female. And guess what I bred her to? I bred her to a cinnamon Golly. So we're going to look and see if we can get some cinnamon, or some supers out of it, which we'll see, because everybody knows I'm really excited to see where this gene goes in this collection, and I'm ready to see what it can do. I know it's a codominant gene, codominant or dominant, I don't know, but hopefully we'll find out and see if it has a super form. If it does, I cannot wait to see what that super form is. I bred her to a Golly cinnamon, so that's going to be an excellent clutch. Next Saturday, we will be cutting the eggs that are in that incubator, which is 8 eggs from a cinnamon Golly to a classic. So yes, a lot of good things, like I said, is happening here at DER Reptiles. I did switch all of my smaller tubs to Pro Coco. These guys have never been on a different substrate other than paper or paper towels. They seem to like it. Things are going great. Look at how they look. Don't they look awesome on that? Hopefully, everybody is happy with all this. And what's going on, Ella's family? This girl is finally going to a new home. She's been hanging out in the water bowl lately. I don't know why. She don't have mites. She's just crazy like that, I guess. So, it's alright. Snakes are happy. They look good. I'll feed them tomorrow for the first time when they're on substrate. Yeah, a lot of snakes do hang out in water bowls when they have mites. I've double checked her several times. She does not. She's just kind of cuckoo like that, which I'm not worried about it. Things are going great. Temps are good. I would say probably since that is a taller tub, it's a little bit warmer, but it's okay. It'll be fine. That snake is going to its new home Monday, so it will enjoy its new home, and that'll free up a tub for me. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but she's leaving in 2 days, so I don't want to stress her out a whole lot. So we'll just leave her where she's at. She'll be all right. She still pounds food like crazy. She don't turn down a meal, so I'm not too worried about it. But things are looking good here. Everybody is doing awesome. So we're still looking to for this clutch, for the albino pied clutch. We're looking for the spinner to Super Pastel. And remember, all of these clutches, or all of these eggs in this clutch are going to be available. And then we're still looking for the het pied clutch here. Pied to het pied. That is in the incubator. Oh, I forgot. Let's check on Veronica and see how she's doing. She ovulated, and we got to wait for a prelay shed for that too. So let's go ahead and take a look at her and see what she's up to, because I know she's going to be laying some eggs, and she's another huge girl. Look at that huge girl right there. I say that's going to be an 8 or 10 egg clutch too. Look how thick she is. Look at that. That is a big female. She is huge. So, we'll see. And she looks like she's kind of looking a little dingy, so hopefully she'll go into that prelay shed real soon. And we'll get some eggs. So, I would say around the end of July, beginning of August, we're going to have 2 clutches here. I don't want to say she's swollen. She's already, yeah, she's swollen. She's going to be laying some eggs. Let me get her out here real quick. Let's see here. Right there will work. All right, let's get this big girl out. Come here, big girl. Come here. Oh, big girl. Yeah, she may be going into shed. Her belly's looking a little bit. Look at that. Look at how thick and how big she is. She is huge. She makes my arms look small. She is tiny, or not tiny, she's huge. Look at that. That's a big snake. Yeah, she's in shed. You can tell by her belly. Oh, don't hiss at me. You're okay, Mama. You're okay. And this is a proven female, so yeah, she is pretty massive. You can tell right there she's got eggs in her. But yeah, she is massive. Put her back in her home. I think she'll give me 10 eggs, to be honest. But I can't wait for that one either. Another girl that's off of food. I haven't seen any ovulation. I don't see anything saying that she's going to lay. But that's this girl right here, I think. Yes, that's this girl right here. She's another pretty good size female, but she's not. I don't think I missed anything, but she is a big girl. I don't see any swelling from her at all. I don't think she's going to go for me this year. But it's alright. I'm not too worried about it. She'll be fine. Five slugs and one good egg. At least you got one egg. But I estimated the amount of eggs that I'm going to have this year. I think I'm going to have close to 50 or 56, somewhere around that neighborhood. And the majority of those are going to be holdbacks because those are the Gully Gene. Those are the pieds that I possibly might be getting. That's the double head albino pieds I'm going to be getting. So yes, a lot of big things are happening here. I did make a change back to pine bedding for my rats. I did add more fans in here just to make it a little bit cooler. But rat production is going good. And I am going back to that bedding. And things are looking good. So everybody's happy. Let's take a look at the water. Haven't checked the water out today. Water is perfect. But things are going to be changing in here. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a slow process, but it's for the better of that room. It's for the better of those guys right there. So cannot wait until I can unleash what's going on in there. So that's what's going on with that. But everything else is going great. And do you guys have any question about anything that is going on here? I can't wait till this girl gets off of her feeding strike and starts eating again. I want her to get big enough to breed this coming season, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to show you this buttercup, and she is in shed. Come here, sweetheart. Look how big this girl's getting. She's pounding her some mice. I think she's in shed. Yep, she's in shed. Her color's a little bit dull. But that's alright. She'll eat, she usually eats 2 mice or 3 mice, something like that. Adult jumbos. This girl here is kind of off of food. I haven't bred her lately because she just is not eating, and I want her to have a little bit more weight to her. That's the possible genetic blackback. She's skittish, but she'll be fine. So, yeah, things are going great. Let's see, what other snake can I show you here? This girl here's been eating a little bit lately. That's the Inchy Calico. I hope she's up to size next year, but I don't think she's going to make it. But I'm still looking at 10, 20, 32, 25 to 32 females to breed next season. What's going on, Gray? Gray, I know you probably missed it, but we have another clutch in the incubator, and that is 8 eggs, or 7 eggs, sorry, from a pied to possible het pied with good markers. I think she's going to prove out. And of course, guys, I got 2 clutches of pieds for this year coming. But I hate to say it, any visuals I'm going to hold back, even if I get more than 1 male, because I'm going to use those males to breed That way I can rotate the males into the same female to make sure that if she don't like one male, she'll like the other. Crossing my fingers. And, of course, Gray, with the Golly gene, this girl did go into ovulation. Did not think she was going to go, but she did go into ovulation, and I bred a cinnamon Golly to her, so we might see if there's any supers for this gene. And I will say this, next Saturday is the egg cutting for the cinnamon Golly 2 Classic clutch that is in that incubator. There's 8 eggs, and if I hit a Golly, if I can tell if I hit a Golly, I am going to rename that gene live here on the live stream on DER Reptiles. That way we can get that renamed and make sure that when I say a certain name, we know exactly what we are talking about. Thank you, Gray. Appreciate it. Hopefully there is a super. I know it's not a recessive gene. It is a codominant at the least. So we will see on that. Next year, I already have plans to put Yellow Belly to the mix, Fire to the mix. I'm going to put Mojave to the mix. And I don't know what else. But hopefully we'll get a better idea about what's going on with this morph. That way I can start deciding on when I want to start making the Golly gene / whatever I name it next week. When I want to make that available. Because I know there's a few of you guys wanting in on this project. And I'm kind of keeping it at bay. But I will probably be taking requests by email when I say it's available, and then only putting it out to a few people because I don't want to have a lot of people into it at first. But we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. We'll know more after she lays the eggs, and then 56 days later, right after I get to work with you. But I picked up these tubs from Walmart. They're a little bit stronger tubs. Well, they're a lot stronger tubs than your typical Sterilite tubs. I love these things. That's where I keep my Pro Coco at. And yes, I was kind of picky when I pulled all these apart, and I used the same technique Always Evolving Python showed, and also I think somebody on Reptichip did it, where you cut the bottom a couple times and then you fill the bag up with water, let it set, you flip it over, let it set, and then dump it out, and it's perfect consistency. It's not wet, it's not dry, it's perfect. But what I did is after I did that, I did what I think is Constriction Addiction does when he mixes up his Reptichip. But he don't use this, he uses Prevenamite. I sprayed this like crazy in that and let it set till the next day. And then, of course, I mixed it in together, let it set, and then I put it in the tub. And on top of that, I put those blocks in the freezer for 4 days. So yes, I'm doing everything I can to prevent that stuff from ever coming in here again. And yes, those are strong tubs. There I have the Pro Coco. Up there I have the Vermiculite. And yes, I will be incubating 2 or 3 different ways this season, because I just want to test some different ones that everybody else is doing and then pick what one works best for me. So, as you can tell, I did use the Vermiculite on that with a light diffuser on top. Next, I'm going to use just vermiculite and then lay the eggs on top of there with a 1-to-1 ratio with vermiculite and water. It will not be too wet. It will not be too dry. It's going to be just perfect. So I'm not going to have to worry about the eggs drowning. I'm going to be okay with that. Those tubs are awesome. They keep the humidity up. Everything's good. And I am going to use that big tub I have in here for this girl's clutch right here. So I'm going to be doing that. So what I'm going to do is, as we cut those eggs, I'm going to go ahead and separate the eggs into those tubs. That way I can prepare that tub and get it ready, because I'm going to have to kind of mess with it a little bit just to make sure I do things perfect on it. Root Dog Reptiles has a video on it. He promotes Pro Coco. That's awesome. I'm torn right now. I've never tried. I may have tried Reptichip once, but I don't know what husk is the best husk to use. I don't know if it's Pro Coco or if it's Reptichip or if it's Coco Blocks. I've seen reviews on all of them. People seem to like the Reptichip better, but the Reptichip costs twice as much as the Pro Coco. But I got some plans for the future, and you guys just hang in there, because big things are happening here at DER Reptiles. I do have a plan to really turn this upside down and turn this into something, and I think it's going to work out. But I got to kind of keep it on the low end so I can do what I want to do and not disappoint people if I don't get that done. Because everybody knows that you plan on doing it one way and then something happens and you can't do it. So, kind of keeping it low key on my end. That way I can go ahead and do what I need to do. I want to provide the best care I can for my ball pythons. Keep the best care I can for those little rats in there, and just do what I can do the best way I can with what I want to do with all of this. So things are starting to happen. They're actually happening quicker than I thought they would. We're in year 3 and it's getting exciting. Year 4, we're looking at 25 to 32 clutches. Crossing my fingers. I'm thinking maybe 12 to 15, but we don't know. You never know what females are going to go, what females are not going to go. But the year after that, there's going to be more. Year after that's going to be more. And yes, I am getting a new gene here at DER Reptiles. I have not mentioned what gene it is. I don't think I've ever mentioned it on the channel, but it's coming. It is coming, and it's going to come by storm. So I cannot wait to get that one here and show you guys. It is a proven breeder, and it is a male. And I also have a proven breeder female coming that's going to help me on one of the other projects, and I can't wait for that one either. And as an update, the update on the 2 het pieds that I have in here, they are doing very, very well. Let's see here. We're going to go right here. It's going to be kind of dark, but I'm going to let you guys see. There's one of the het pied females. It's kind of dark, but I'm going to go ahead and leave these guys in here for about 60 days. Just because I want to be, anal about stuff. Here's the other het pied. This one's darker. This is the one that's kind of cantankerous. This is the one that tried to bite me. But yes, those are both 100% het pieds to make my pieds a little bit stronger, because you guys know how much I like pieds, and I will make this plan work out to the best of my ability. And I hope that the vision that is up here is going to make the vision out here the same, if not better. But I do have a vision up here, and it will work out if I have anything to do with it. Yes, pieds are awesome. And unfortunate, I'm not going to have any for sale this year. I'll have het pieds for sale, but I'm not going to have any visuals because I do need more visuals in my collection for what I want to do. So I do have plans for this girl right here if she can get up to size for next season. So we'll see what happens. But I've got a plan to get her back on food. So hopefully that'll happen in the next couple weeks. But I got a Super Pastel Mojave Pinstripe Leopard Bee and a GHI Super Pastel. That is awesome. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear this. It's getting ready to storm. Like I said, DER Reptiles is bringing the storm. So it's going to be a good 2019, 2020. Hopefully I can share every bit of it with you guys when it's that time and get you guys just as excited about this hobby and everything to do with these lovely snakes, reptiles, and all of that, and get you guys up and ready for some good stuff going on, and hopefully that excitement can be brought to you guys also. So let's go ahead and take a look at the girls that have already shed, prelay shed. That way you guys can kind of take a look at it and take a look at them and just look how big they are. Look how beautiful they are. Bonnie has been wanting to get out of her tub for one, so we'll kind of pull her out here in a minute. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and pull Lillian, the big monstrous, out and kind of see what she's all about. Come here, big girl. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Come here, sweetheart. This is the Super Pastel girl. Look how big she is. She is huge. She is monstrous. But she's a sweetheart, so I can't really say anything bad about her, which I don't want to say anything bad about her. Here you go, sweetheart. I'll put it this way. I pulled her shed out and I caught her shed right after she shed, and I stretched it out and it was as tall as I am. If not a little bit taller if I would have went a little bit further. So that is a big girl. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Bonnie. Come here, Bonnie. Come here, sweetheart. This, of course, is the patriarch of DER Reptiles because this is my very first ball python that I brought into this collection that got me started. This is Bonnie, my female, that I bred to a pied. And you can tell she's swollen right through here also. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see the backbone right here. The eggs forming right there. So, yeah, she is, I'm very excited about her. If she does give me some good if she gives me more females than males, then and gives me a good clutch, I may breed her to albino next year, so I can create some more albinos and make those projects a little bit better too. Grace, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Have a great night, and wish you the best for this season too. But yes, I want to bring more pieds in my collection. I want more albinos in my collection, and then any mix thereof. So we will see what's going on, because I do have some big plans for this channel. Big plans for DER Reptiles. So we will see what happens in the near future. And I have a couple male albinos myself. One of them I got from my neighbor. He's kind of a pain in the butt. He don't like to eat. He's just being a pain. So he's in his tub. And the other albino that I got, he's kind of being a pain too. Now, let me ask you guys this. If you have male albinos in your collection, are they a pain in the butt to eat? Or are they picky eaters? Do they not want to eat all the time? Let me know. And remember when I said it was going to storm? Well, guess what? Guess what? It is raining. There's the Bloody Mary. Isn't that a sweet looking car? You can tell it's raining. Look, it's wet here and it's dry underneath. Yes, I got one of my male albinos from IDR also. Hopefully, next season, I can breed some more albinos and have more albinos. Visuals. Because I got a couple hets too. But I need a male that does a good job before I can get more albinos and hets. But yes, as you can tell, things are looking very fantastic here at DER Reptiles. It's been a very exciting week, having 2 girls pre-lay shed, a girl that I didn't think was going to go, ovulated, another girl that I didn't think was going to go, ovulated. So we're up to 8 clutches this year. 2's in the incubator. I'm waiting for 2 to lay eggs as we speak. They're about 30, one of them's 30 days out, the other one's about 28 days out. And then I'm waiting for pre-lay sheds on 1, 2, 3 of them. So yeah, we have a big year here at DER Reptiles, which is the biggest year we've had. And next year is just going to be that much bigger. I cannot wait. Now, you guys was just outside with me. But now, if you take a look at this. Well, you can't really see it on camera. But I'm sure when I'm out here, you can hear it. Look now. It's raining. Well, like I said from the beginning, it's if you want to grow your hobby or business or whatever you want to call it, you need to be bigger than the year you was before. The first year I had 7 eggs, actually 9 eggs, but only 7 were good. Last year I had 15 eggs. This year I'm getting over 50. So I think, let me recount in my head real quick. You got 6 plus 8, which is 14, plus 7, which is 20. Yeah, 20. And if I estimate, this girl's probably going to lay 7 6 or 7. So we'll go 6. So that's 26. Veronica down there, she's a pretty big girl. I'm just going to say 10 on that one. So what number was we at? Let's see. 6 plus 8 is 14. Plus 7 is actually 21. And then we'll say 6 on her, so that's 27. 37. I'm going to say 6 on her. So 37 plus 6 is 43. Plus, I'm going to say 12 here. So that takes that up a little bit more, which is 55. Plus, this girl down here laid 5 for me last year. So that means at least 60 eggs. So that's more than I even thought. Only because the Gully original female is gonna be laying now. So that is awesome. Crossing my fingers. Hopefully the odds gods are with me this year. I really need them. I'm really hoping they are. If you guys can send good vibes my way, send all those odds gods directly over here to DER Reptiles. I will be very thankful for that. But yes, as you can tell, I'm very excited about what's going on here. But we're 46 minutes into this. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get off of here. I'll spend another 4 minutes on here. I'll give it to 55 minutes, so we'll be on here another 9 minutes, and then we'll get off of here. So let's go ahead and turn it over to you guys. What do you guys want to talk about? That's what we're going to do. And until you guys type something in those comments that you want to talk about, I'll just keep rambling, seeing what I can find to talk about here. This girl here, Pearl, it's a Super Mojave. I'm hoping to breed her to a albino next year. That way I can get some Mojave head albinos. And you guys know what I want to do with that. Cherry bombs. That's what I want to do with that. So that's another recessive project that I'm going to try to do. And the new daddy over there, right here, Billy the Kid, he's already got one of his females ready for next year. And that's this girl right here. The Trick Gully. Yeah. I'm looking to get some trick het pieds. So I can turn that trick into pied also. So, as you can tell, I do have some good projects coming up. And not to mention that one that's coming. What's up, Petsotics? How's it going? But, as you can tell, a lot of good things are coming to this channel, to this hobby. Okay, that is a very good question, Iron Dog. Panda Pied, I love it. That's one reason why I have a black pastel possible het pied over there. Which, let's go ahead and take a look at her real quick. So we can talk about that subject there. So, right now, I have a black pastel possible het pied here. Let me find her. Right here, Mrs. Rose Dunn. She does eat off and on. Come here, sweetheart. I got some people who want to look at you. Alright, so this here is my black pastel possible het pied, but look at that belly right there. Would you uncurl your tail, please? She don't want to cooperate. So, we'll make her cooperate. We're going to put you right here. Think you up a little bit. Alright. This girl is a sweetheart. But she just likes to be picky every now and then. But, look at those markers. Come on now. Be good. There we go. Look at them markers. Look at them. Look at that belly right there. Right there. Right there. And look at this big one on this other side right here. I think she's going to prove out to be het pied, which will make me some black pastel pieds, hopefully. And yes, I would like to get into the black or the panda pieds. Of course, they are difficult. There are issues with that. The only thing I can think is lowering your incubator temperature just a few degrees and then just letting them cook for longer and doing it that way. So that's what we're probably going to try to do and make it work that way. So I would like to do that, but we'll see. I got to see where I'm at with the pied projects when it gets that time. She's not going to be ready this year. Maybe she'll be ready next year. Do I have any lessers? I have a lesser pastel that is off of food right now, but she's not big enough to breed, and I did not put any males to her. I'm going to end up putting a cinnamon to her because I would like to put a black pastel male to her, but I don't have any black pastel males because I like the black pastel lesser pastels. I forgot what they call them. But yeah, I do have that. That's the only lesser that I have. What's going on, Going Youper? What's going on, Jason? How's it going? Congratulations on Lola's clutch, and congratulations on that pied clutch. And I need you to call me, bud, after the live stream if you found your phone. But yeah, I know you wasn't here, Jason, but let's give Jason a chance to get caught up here, because we have a lot of exciting things happening here at DER Reptiles. First of all, pre-lay shed is done. Waiting on, look at that, not head shy at all. But yes, pre-lay shed for the albino, done. Pre-lay shed for the super pastel, done. Had an ovulation right here. Nope, not that one. Had an ovulation right here. That's a pied to het pied. We did have a clutch, which is the pied to possible het pied right here. She gave me 7 good pearly white eggs in the incubator. The countdown is on. August 28th is the day we're going to cut on that clutch. Then, this girl here did ovulate last week, so I'm waiting on a pre-lay shed for her. That is a cinnamon golly to a classic. And then the clutch that I did not think was going to happen this year, and that is the original golly female right here. I only put her with a male twice, and she ended up taking it. She ovulated 2 days ago into yesterday. So now I'm waiting on a pre-lay shed to her. So that would mean that will give me a chance to get a super golly, just to see if there is a super in that gene. Cannot wait. I was going to try to do that next year, but since she went ahead and ovulated, hopefully she gives me a good clutch. I know I only put the cinnamon golly to her 2 times. That's it. Hopefully she takes the goods and makes it work. So there's that. We got 7 eggs in this incubator. That is good pearly whites. We got those 8 eggs in the incubator here. That is going to be cut next Saturday night on the live stream. So that there is kind of a quick tutorial on what's going on. I kind of think in my head that this girl here maybe gonna lay me some eggs. She's off of food and normally she pounds it. This is Pixie. If you remember, she wasn't quite as big, but she's gained a lot of weight lately. And I haven't seen any ovulations, so she may be a latecomer this year. But if not, that's no problem. I'm not worried about it. But if you're not counting her, I have 8 clutches of eggs that I'm totally getting this year. So that is awesome. But everything is going very good here at DER Reptiles. As you can tell, I did switch some of my tubs back to Pro Coco. Everything is going great. I did spray the heck out of this bedding to make sure those little creatures weren't in there. I threw the blocks before I broke them down in the freezer for a good 4 days and did that. Then pulled them out, brought them home, broke them up, sprayed the crap out of them with, and of course, to each his own. I know this does work because I have used it in the past. Other people have used it, but rid. I did spray the bedding with that. I did not put the snakes right on it. What I did was I sprayed the tub, put the bedding in, sprayed this, put the bedding in there, sprayed the bedding, mixed it up, sprayed some more, mixed it up, sprayed some more, closed it, let it set for the night. The next day, I let it air out, and then I moved them over to the snakes. Things are good. So yes, I kind of went overboard, but I do what I got to do to make sure my snakes are safe, sound, and are perfect. So that's what I want to do. So that is just a little bit of what's going on, and that means that this guy here, well, let me turn it this way. That guy here is a daddy. So he's I think he's depressed. So I think him having so many kids coming, he might be depressed. That's why he's still off of food. But he'll be all right. I think he'll be a good dad. But yeah, he is the dad to those eggs. He's also the dad to those eggs. And he's also the dad to those eggs. So yeah, I bred him to 4 females this year. 1 I quit pairing because she quit eating. That's this girl here. So she did not go this year. But the other girls that I paired him to, he did do his job. So that's a good thing. And let me see here. Read some of these comments real quick. Thank you, West Constrictors Pythons. If you don't know, all the white ones I did build myself. All the black ones are sea serpent tub or sea serpent racks. I also have a sea serpent rack over there with my hatchlings in it. There's also one in the other room that has my incoming snakes in it. There's 2 hepides in there, females. So that is my quarantine rack right now. Let's see here. Thank you, Jason. I'm glad I am killing it this year. Next year is going to be even bigger. I cannot wait. Let's see here. Snakes don't got to worry about child support. Ha ha. Yeah, but he don't know that. What's good? He's worried about all of that child support. Well, I think he's worried about all the being a baby daddy for, I would say, 15 to 20 babies. So if I had that many babies, I'd be worried too. But it's all right. Hopefully he'll give me some good, healthy babies. I'm hoping she's female heavy. I'm hoping those are visual pied heavy. And I hope that over there is a visual pied heavy too. I hope she proves out. Let's go ahead and take a look at that possible het pied girl. And let's just see what you guys think, if she's going to prove out or not. I think she is. I haven't offered her a meal yet. That is tomorrow, because tomorrow is feed day. So let's go ahead and take a look at the possible het pied girl that laid those eggs right there. Come here, sweetheart. I know you're not happy because you don't have your little eggs under you. But you're alright. Come here. And this girl was such a good girl for me when I took her off the eggs. She did not hiss at me or nothing when I took her off the eggs. So she's a good mama. She knows I'm not going to hurt her. But you can look right there. You think this girl's going to prove out? You look at those. I think she's going to prove out without no problem at all. Look at all that. Look at all that. Classic het pied markers. I think she's going to prove out. Oh, sorry. And you can tell, yeah, she is skinny, but that's because she laid 7 eggs. And yes, she is still a little indented here, but she will be getting back on food starting tomorrow, and get her ready for next season. That way she can produce some more. And of course, as you guys know, unless it's a special project that I'm working on, I do not do het to het. I always do visual to het. So the only time I'm really going to do het to het is when I'm trying to do a double recessive that I need to do the het to het pairing to get there. So that's the only reason I'll do a het to het pairing. That's why I want more visual pieds in my collection, because I want to do visual to het, because if I want to make anything available, I'd rather say, hey, it's 100% het, you're good to go, versus it's 66% het and blah, blah, blah. So, but yes, things are looking very up for me right now, and I'm very happy about that. And of course, as you can tell, a few months ago, I was kind of doubting this season just because of how I thought it was going. But now all of a sudden, let's see here. I think I bred 12 females and 8 of them are going. So that's pretty good odds, I would say. So I would say if I can get those same odds next year and I breed 25, that means I'm going to get, what do you think? 20 clutches? That's a lot of eggs. That's a lot of babies. But hey, it's well needed. So I definitely... Yes, these here are PVC also, these white ones. But I did not cut them. I actually had them cut on a router at work. All I had to do was screw them together and put the heat tape in them. I'm actually going to be designing another rack for probably 41 quart and maybe also the 28 quarts. I'm not sure yet, but I do need to design me another rack. And I'm probably going to change those racks up just a little bit, but I'm not sure yet. There's a lot more pressing things to do. So go down here for a minute and then go up. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you guys for watching. thank you guys for coming. And hopefully, this was a good live stream. There was a lot of information in this. If you guys need anything, you know how to get in contact with me. Hit me up on email at derreptiles@gmail.com. Hit me up on Instagram at derreptiles. And hopefully, you guys have a great day. And if you guys need anything at all, any questions about ball pythons, racks, rats, anything, you just let me know. I will answer your questions and see what I can do to help you out. But until next time, until next week, until we cut that clutch of Cinnamon Gully to Classic, I will see everybody later. And have a great weekend. Have a great week. And bye.